What's up, guys? Well, check this out. I got to give a huge shout out and a big thanks to my buddy Roy Townsend for sending me this. He told me a while back when they were on back order and no one could get these that he had one for me and him on order. And when they finally came in, he shipped it to me. And I can't thank you enough. I have really been wanting another one of these. I needed another one of these, but we're remodeling the bathrooms, put all the gravel in our driveway, blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes, but we're broke. So for the last couple of months, I really haven't been able to invest my YouTube money back into the channel like I normally do because of all the stuff we're doing, you know, and I really appreciate this. So I can't thank you enough, Roy. So you guys, I'm going to put a link, if I can, I'm going to put a link in the description below for Roy's channel. I'm going to show you right here, just in case I didn't figure that out. Right here in the corner, I'll put a picture of his channel. It's just Roy Townsend. He's got great videos. He's a great guy. Let's show him some love and give him a little support. I mean, I try to support all the little guys like they supported me. And they do still. So anytime I see them when I'm flipping through channels, I go ahead and I subscribe every chance I get. So let's help him out. Let's get his channel growing just a little bit if we can. So, again, Roy, man, that's awesome of you. Now, all right, guys. Now, just last night, I was working on a video with one of those because I have one in this truck on a 10-tooth pinion. And I decided to put an 11 in it because it's got such good slow crawl, I can go a little bit more up, you know what I mean? I don't need it that slow. And I would like to get a little more wheel speed in it. So, I had a 15-tooth here. Here's my options. I got a 9, 10, 11, and a 15. So I tried the 15 last night, and in first gear, she's beautiful. She still has an amazing slow crawl, and it can handle it. But when you put it in second gear, being it's a 40 amp system, if you stomp it in second gear, it just hesitates and bogs for a few seconds before it actually goes because it's trying not to burn the motor up. So I don't recommend it unless if you're running like the Sport or you're just keeping your truck in first gear, then 15 tooth is not bad. It works great. Just don't use second gear with it on this motor. So I haven't tested it since I put this 11 in there, but I am going to show you this clip real quick of me running it on the 15 tooth last night. It's not a great video, but I just want you to see what happens if you run it on 15 tooth. Oh yeah, one more thing before we get out there. He also sent me the paperwork with the order number in case I have any kind of issues. I got to return it. So thank you for that too, Roy. I really appreciate that. And if anyone else wants to donate or send something to me, because I mean, I don't have any companies offering me nothing, obviously. I'm nowhere near big enough for that. I know a lot of the bigger channels have earned their dues, and I've seen a lot of little channels smaller than me that do get stuff sent to them. I don't know how to go about getting it. So maybe one day they'll contact me, but until then, I appreciate all the ones that have helped me. You guys are awesome. So if anyone else wants to send me something or donate to the channel, you just let me know in the comments. I will get you my address and I'll take whatever you want to send. So thank you guys for that. So now check out this clip real quick on the 15 tooth pinion. Again, it's too tall unless you're running a Sport or first gear, but I'll show you why. Well, all right, we got a little bit of daylight left still. So it's a little darker over by the course, but we'll get over there in a minute and we'll see how she crawls. So, let me unlock this anyway. That's first gear. She's still not amazing or nothing, but it's actually pretty dang good though for first gear. It's starting to rain. I didn't even know it. So now let's go to second gear. Oh, it did a hesitation like it has a, it took off a little slow and then it picked up speed, but the drag brake is still just crazy good. You can adjust it down, but second gear, and it almost did an endo when I let off the gas in second gear. It's got this like, I don't know, there's something in the settings that tells it it's too tall of a gear because when I punch it, it starts to go, but then it stops and then takes off because it's probably the sensor in the motor telling me, hey, don't do that too much. But I didn't plan on actually keeping this gear in here. I'm going to an 11 tooth. I think that will be a perfect setup. It will give me just a little more speed than I had before. And it will have a great slow crawl. But look, this is actually second gear still. I could slow crawl second gear. You probably wouldn't get much torque. It's cogging, but that's not bad, I'm telling you. Let's go back to first gear. I mean, I can go super slow still. But I'm gonna put it on an 11 tooth. I don't want it this tall. I think in order to go with the faster truck, I'm just gonna put the Fusion Pro. Then I know it's not gonna burn up. Well, all right, guys, and you've seen right there, the 15 tooth, it's just too tall for a 40 amp motor as far as second gear goes. But again, if you're running the sport, first gear only, you're good to go. It run really nice that way. So anyway, as you can see, we were getting ready to go ahead and do this install here, and I've changed my mind. I've decided I don't want to put it in this one right now. This truck will get the Pro one day instead, the Hobbywing Fusion Pro. But I actually would rather put my Hobbywing 1080 brushed ESC out of my Ecto up there in this truck, along with this 21 turn motor I already have installed. And I think that thing, this is going to be a beast like that. And another reason I'm not putting this brushless setup in here right now is because with my sound simulator, you just about need to turn off the FOC technology, because you want it to where when you hit a rock, you have to accelerate some more to pull over that, because the sound simulator will rev up with it, and it just sounds killer, goes along with it nicely. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep this one brushed for now until I can afford that Pro. So that means we are going to take this right here, put this brand new baby in my Ecto, and see what it will do in a straight axle vehicle without the gear reduction of the portals up against a vehicle with portals. You know what I mean? So that'll give me a better one-on-one comparison between the two vehicles. The Ecto against the High Trail, both having the same motor. I think that's what we're going to do. So now, while I am getting my Ecto down here to get busy and moving this out of my way, check out this little clip of the High Trail running on the 11 tooth pinion real fast here on the desk. But honestly, I'm going to go a little bit faster, just a touch. Let's just stay around there. It's just a hair faster than it was. And we're going to see if I can't steer through this and climb this crazy stack of tires here. It'll probably fall over as I climb on more, but I can't really see where I'm at. Bear with me a minute because it's still slow as shit, which is awesome. And I'm in cruise control, so it's only FOC technology. I'm not going to do anything to change that unless I have to stop or something. Oops, sorry. I'm having a hard time seeing what I'm doing, so here we go. Will that bumper clear? Oh yeah, it's going to clear. Will the stack of tires stay in place? That's the question. I had somebody that said something about taking a picture of the back tire for Twisted Tuesdays. We're still on cruise control, just moping right on across that. Now we got some tires about to fall over, so I don't know what's going to happen after that point. We might just have to take that tire with us as it goes. Let's see, are we going to make it all the way up with that tire flipping in there? Let's see what happens. I think we're okay. with that back tire hook without falling off. Haha, we made it. The tire just kind of went out of its way. We're going to slip off the table. No. So there you go, guys. That's an 11-tooth pinion. So alright, guys. Now I got my Ecto hooked to this Tactic radio, and I'm going to swap that too. We're going to put this Spectrum one on it. It's a lot nicer, I think, and I can one-hand drive that a lot better. This one's not bad for one hand. I can actually do it, but I think the Spectrum one I can do a little bit better. Now, this is my slowest startup, and this is a 27 turn, I think. Possibly 21, but I think it's a 27. I mean, it's not great. I can go a little slower in reverse. I have to definitely give it more gas to climb. And it's touchy. I made it look nice and smooth going to reverse, but it's easy to go crazy on it. If I stay right there, my slowest right there, just bogs, boom. Then very minute amounts. So now, let's install this Fusion real fast. Well, alright, we're going to do the motor calibration. Now, I've been doing some reading over here. Big old paperwork, comes with all kinds of goodies. So, you got to leave it unplugged from your receiver for now. You want to press and hold this and keep holding it all the way till it goes green. It's going to do a few different modes, but you're gonna hold it, keep it down, turn red and flash. You're gonna wait for green. Now you can let go. And if you look now, you can see this, but she's turning. It's important that you don't have a load on there. That's why I didn't put the zip tie or nothing on there yet. And it would just go through its little deal and it'd go faster and faster eventually. But it's important that you let it do this. Here in a minute it'll go full speed. There she went. And then made a little beeping noise and she's done. So now she's calibrated. Now, I believe we got to plug her back in to the receiver box for this next part. So, alright, now I got the radio set to it, which it's very easy also. I should have did it on camera, but you just press and hold until this flashes red, and then that's neutral. You tap it once, then you hold this full throttle, tap it again, hold it reverse, tap it again. It's that easy. I guess I could have showed you, but here's our initial startup speed. It's not like the Pro or nothing, but I mean it's really slow compared to most. Look at that. Go around pretty dang slow. Even slower a little bit in reverse, looks like. Yeah. So let's get this in the truck and find out if we have to reverse the throttle make some fine-tune adjustments with the Hobbywing 1080 card. So alright, we're all calibrated. Reverse needs switched because forward and reverse are backwards. This is reverse, this is forward. So, not a big deal. We're going to do that. So now, I was looking at the preset settings on the ESC, and we're set for drag brake at 4 out of an 8 for the rate. And I can roll it by hand, which is good. And, well, the rate is actually a 5 out of a 9, and the force is 4 out of an 8. We're going to change force to an 8 out of an 8. And so we're going to change a couple other things. Let me plug this in and I'll show you what we're going to change. Alright, now this is a Hobbywing 1080 program card. Not a big deal. They work perfectly. You just cannot read what's on this. You got to read this paper right here. So alright, there's only 9 parameters of settings anyway on this, as you can see. So what we want to change first off is we are going counterclockwise. We want clockwise on number 5. Motor rotation. Goofy. I'm trying to read it through my camera lens. So anyway, number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's set for 1, which is counterclockwise. We need clockwise. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and bump up the BEC voltage from 6 to 7.4. I believe this servo can handle it. So number 6 is that. We'll just change that to number 2. Now brake force is number 7. That's set on number 4. Let's go ahead and go to number 8, just like I did on my other truck. Okay, now max. This is drag brake rate. That's like how fast it comes on. I'll just leave that at 5. So let's just go with that. That's all we needed to change. Let me turn this off, see what happens. Make sure that it reversed everything and blah, blah, blah. We got all of our noises. Okay. Let's see. Forward. Yes, it is. Okay. So now, let's just go ahead and see how slow it'll crawl. Oh, yeah. That is so much better, isn't it? It's not like the TRX4 with the first gear, but it's so much better than it was. Reverse ain't bad. I mean, I can adjust it to be better. I don't think it's got much wheel speed, but hey. I think that part's gonna be fine. Let's see, servo. Oh wow. Yeah, this is a Savox, but I have no idea what it is and how strong, and if it's supposed to have 7.4 volts going to it. But hey, I got other ones if it quits. I don't really care, to be honest. So now, what else did I need to check? Oh, will it roll? Oh my, nope, you ain't rolling it no more. Drag brake is killing, so that's something I love about these motors. So now, let me try something else. So alright, let's give it a little test real quick. And also, I want to show you these rocks I brought home the other day. Check out this one, it looks like a volcano right here. Look at that. It's kind of got a look to it, I think. It's got a big opening on the top. I'm going to paint it up, I think. It's my new volcano rock. So anyway, let's do it like this. Let's go ahead and just see how slow we can get it to go on cruise here, or trim, whatever you call it. Right there. And I'll just do the steering. I won't do nothing with my finger on the throttle. Or just get it lined out here. Let me see, I think right there would be about right. Let's see if we can make it up that without doing nothing else. I gotta hurry and wrap this video up because we're getting ready to watch Survivor. Now that's not bad for for not having portals for the gear reduction and stuff. Just to be able to cruise. Now that's the noise is the steering again. It's annoying, but it's all in the steering. All I'm doing is turning that to steer it. Tell me what the remedy is for that noisy servo other than just buying a new one. But it's annoying, I know that. But look at that motor. Now it quit, but when you wiggle it like that, she'll quit. She's a good servo. So now let's see what we can do in reverse. How slow will it go that way? Come on. Well, I probably got to turn this before it starts to go. There we go. Not the best controllers. I mean, it's like a really fine line right there where I can adjust it. Put my hands back over here. That's all running on it now. Again, I've seen the Fusion Pro is a little slower and stuff, but I don't think we need any slower. God, it's annoying. So anyway, there you go. It's raining too hard to do anything outside, plus it's dark. So my next video, we will do a comparison on the TRX4 with the Fusion SE versus the Ecto with the Fusion SE. We'll see how we like the two of them up against each other on a few obstacles and go from there. So we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks again, Roy Townsend, for sending that to me. You guys go check him out, subscribe, help him out, and we'll catch you on the next one.